and 6 managing editors and 4 assistant sports editors, including myself at one time. And I feel that if I hadn't been there that long, that they probably would be right. But I think that after 19 and a half years, if you feel like making a change, you're entitled to make it. And I felt like I wanted to make a change.
Let me follow it up. One of your colleagues says, well, that's fine, the 19-year business, but the last 9 months, the whole terrain has changed. It's a war. The Star-Tribune has gone into the St. Paul circulation area, and that you're a key part of some kind of campaign to take more readers out of St. Paul away from the PPD. Do you see yourself in that position?
There was an advertising campaign that I certainly did not ask them to do in my behalf, and they didn't pay me to do it in my behalf. They did it to promote themselves. The fact of the matter is that I was available probably for about 3 years before the war started, and the Star-Tribune just recently decided to contact me. But they knew about my availability as far back as 3 years ago, although I don't think my writing has reflected that I was campaigning to get a job over there or anything.
Now, they contacted you, and you did indicate that you were available for 3 years. Available for the Star-Tribune or available for a change anywhere? I mean, what is the real reason that the Star-Tribune was attractive to you? More readers?
That could be. They tell me that they want to be a little more feisty and exciting on their sports.
But how about for you? If the Chicago Tribune had called, I mean, was it something you just wanted to work for the big paper in the state, or?
I think if the Chicago Tribune had called, I would have been available, yes, although the idea of staying here and being able to make a change was certainly beneficiary to. I mean, I like that, that I was able to stay here.
Cool.
I have a soft spot in my heart for the Star-Tribune. I worked there as a copy boy in '63, '4, and '5, and while some people who work with me at the St. Paul paper have bad memories of the place, I have good memories of the place.
Coleman and Suchere went over, and
yes.
I think one of their beefs was they felt they were sat on by editors and they couldn't be themselves. Now you rip pretty good in your columns. What's going to happen the first time Harvey McKay calls Roger Parkinson and says, hey, get Reusse off my back, and they say, Reusse, calm it down? What's going to happen then?
Harvey's turned in the publishing business now, so we don't have to worry about him.
Well, fill in any name you want.
Carl Poland might be a little different.
Okay.
They assure me that they want me to be my usual self, and I have trusted them on that, and I hope that's the case.
Patrick, being your usual self, it does appear that you do seem to rip everything. Do you really like sports?
Oh, yes. Baseball is my life, Jane, and basketball. And, yeah, I do enjoy sports, and I don't. I think that's one of the problems I'm taking to Minneapolis with me, is that people will expect me to cut somebody's spleen out 4 times a week. And in fact, I probably only did that 4 times a month during my tenure in St. Paul. I can also write a column about just a ball game without being mean to somebody.
But that's your voice, Patrick. When you're taking on the big overstuffed shirt, that's your voice. Do you feel that's going to be muted at all? Or well, subconsciously will you change?
One of the problems is the wars are over anyway, and we lost. The Dome is built, the downtown arena is going to be built. I'll have poke some fun at it, but I'm certainly not going to lay down in front of the bulldozers. Though, the wars are over, basically.
And when you say we lost, you're saying St. Paul lost?
St. Paul, a little guy, whatever you want to say. And I still would expect to fight, maybe the next great fight will be when Minneapolis makes the big move to get the hockey tournament out of St. Paul about 3 years from now, and I still would expect to be in St. Paul's corner on that one.
Okay, now you and Suchere on your big radio show, which has kind of achieved a cult status, parts of the metro area, what's going to happen to that? I
really don't know. We're going to try it this weekend, see what happens. Joe does not like the idea that I'm working over on the other side of the river, and I guess I don't blame him, but I think that it's a personal decision, and that I don't think people should take a decision that I made, such a private decision, so personally. And I don't know if that's going to change.
Just a quick answer to this. Is the door open to go back to St. Paul if you find that Reusse can't be Reusse?
No,
do you think you go back?
There was a rumor circulating that Deborah Howell threw me out of the office, which was not true at all. She was very disappointed, but she did say that 6 months from now, when you're unhappy over there, come and see me, and I'll find you a job somewhere else.
And you told her?
I'll see you in 20 years, Deborah.
Okay. Good luck. June 12th you start, Patrick?
Could be June 5th. Oakland's coming to town. I'm talking about maybe getting in on that series.
Great. Are you heading to the game tonight?
I think I'll stop by.
Maybe see you over there later. Good luck to you. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Super job.